Stop whatever you are doing, my child. I, the Lord, have a message for you, which is why I brought you here. You did not stumble onto this message by accident. You have been questioning yourself about why life feels so heavy. It's like the battles just keep coming, and you're left wondering why your prayers haven't come to fruition yet. But listen to me. Just a reminder that God hasn't forgotten about you. In Isaiah 49 verse 16, it says, "I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." Do you get what that means? He has your name etched in his hands for good. I see your pain, your tears, and your struggles. They're definitely not invisible. Heaven's got your back, and it's already set things up for you. Today, God is gently reminding you, be still and know that I am God. Don't take these words for granted. They hold a significance that lasts forever. If you decide to walk away now, you'll be turning your back on the confirmation you've been looking for, the sign you've been hoping to see, and the breakthrough you've been asking me to bring about. This might not be for everyone. This is for you. I've been watching you closely, and I won't let this word go by without touching your soul. My dear child, I totally get that you've been through some tough times that others might not even realize. I remember those nights when you quietly wiped away your tears, making sure no one saw. The mornings when you had to push yourself to get up, when your heart seemed too heavy to carry on. Sometimes, it feels like you're just hanging on by a thread, quietly sending up prayers that you worry might be too small for anyone to notice. But I want you to know, I've heard every whisper that's come my way. Every word has really touched my heart. Hey, just wanted to let you know that you haven't been overlooked and you're definitely still in our thoughts. You're here right now because I brought you here. I set up this meeting because I want to help you acknowledge what you already sense brewing within you. All that time you spent waiting, working hard, and pushing through. It really has paid off. Please don't overlook this word. Don't scroll away. You don't want the enemy to grab it from you. Just take a moment to stay, listen, and really open your heart. You know, within these words is the answer you've been looking for. You wanted to know if all your hard work paid off. Imagine if your patience actually paid off, or if your determination finally brought you success. Listen up. You actually pulled it off. So, let me show you what I've been working on this whole time. Listen up for a sec. You actually did it. You've arrived at the spot I always knew you'd get to. You made it through the tough times that were supposed to bring you down. You kept going, even when it felt like everything around you was saying to throw in the towel. You stuck around when others chose to leave. You just kept pushing ahead, even when you were running on empty. You faced the flames, and even though it hurt, you emerged even stronger than you were before. The moment you're in right now. It's definitely not just a coincidence. It's the result of your patience, hard work, and determination. I'm really proud of you. I know it might have felt like I was punishing you, but really, every challenge was helping to shape who you are. Every closed door was like a shield. Every delay was just part of getting ready. I've always been on your side. I've always been here for you. I was helping you develop a strength that no one could take away. I was showing you how to stand firm when everything around you was trembling. I was shaping you, not tearing you down. I was working on removing the weaknesses so that your strength and beauty could really stand out. What you went through wasn't for nothing. It was my moment of transformation. So here you are, all set for what's ahead. I noticed you crying yourself to sleep every night and couldn't help but wonder if those tears really meant something. Let me tell you, not a single tear was shed. I collected them all and held them dear to me. I saw you battling through things that nobody else seemed to see. I know you felt like no one was there for you, but I really did care. I know you thought no one was paying attention, but I was definitely tuned in. When you felt all alone, I was right there with you. When you felt like you were at your lowest, I was right there supporting you. Each lonely night was just me hanging around. Even when you couldn't see me, every quiet prayer was acknowledged. Even when it felt like the answer was just out of reach. All right, the moment is here. You've arrived at the spot where I can happily say, you did it. You got through it. You stayed true. You kept the faith even when it would have been so much simpler to just give up and feel hopeless. You actually pulled it off. So, here it is. The blessing I promised is all set to reveal itself right in front of you. So, comment below. Absolutely, my Lord. I receive these blessings if the message resonated with you. My dear child, I really want you to pay attention because I'm going to take you on a little journey down the path you've traveled, and I'll show you how I've been right there with you all along. You've been holding on to pain that you never asked for. You know what it's like to feel that sharp pain of betrayal from those you really trusted. You've gone through one disappointment after another, and during those times, you might have questioned whether I was still there for you. I never turned away, though. I was hanging out in the shadows, keeping an eye on you, even when you thought I wasn't saying anything. Every prayer you whispered in secret floated up to me like sweet incense. I always paid attention to them. I witnessed every moment when you called out, Lord, why me? What's the reason for this? What's taking so long? Even though it felt like the answers were taking their time, I was definitely paying attention. I was just working behind the scenes. You know what it's like to feel let down by those who once said they'd always be there. Friends who turned their backs, loved ones who let you down. Voices that used to lift me up but eventually shifted to skepticism and criticism. I noticed the hurt that's been weighing on your heart. I noticed you were doubting your value. I noticed you were being hard on yourself for things that really weren't your fault. I noticed the way you smiled around others, even though you were crying in silence when you were by yourself. I gathered those tears, each one feeling like a little treasure, and I kept them close to my heart. Everything you've experienced has had its purpose. Hey, do you remember those nights when you were just so exhausted that you felt like throwing in the towel? You were sitting in the dark, softly speaking words you figured no one would ever catch. I heard them, though. It felt like you were just talking to thin air. But those whispers made their way to my throne. I noticed every single cry. Even when you felt numb, and even when you didn't say a word, just sitting there in silence, I could sense what was in your heart. I could tell the questions you were too hesitant to bring up. I know you thought no one was watching, but I definitely saw you. I know you might feel like you were forgotten, but trust me, I never forgot about you. There were times when the doors just slammed right in your face. It's frustrating when those big opportunities you were counting on just seem to slip away, isn't it? So, you were expecting a yes, but instead, people said no. Your plans, which you put so much effort into, fell apart right in front of you. It seemed like you were moving in reverse rather than making any progress. I remember you asking me why it felt like everyone else was making progress while you were feeling stuck. Dear child, I want you to understand that those delays weren't really denials. I wasn't trying to hold you back to cause you any pain. I was holding you back to help you get ready. Now that you've finally done it, you'll walk all the way through. Now I'm going to do the rest. Careful. Your Father saw everything. Remember that this moment was never small to me as you move on. It was holy. It was history. It was the turning point for heaven. So let the old go away. Let the new come up. Bring back the fun. Don't be afraid. Hope should be heard more than sorrow. You did it at last. And everything is brand new. Yes. Thank you for coming to the other side of duty. Welcome to the start of your becoming. I always knew you'd get to this point in your life when you finally did it. You did. I'm calling you, beloved. Are you ready to stay in my safety and peace? These holy people move my spirit and pour out grace all the time. Let's walk this path together in faith and with a goal. Just click, join, and walk into my arms. Today, my dear child, I want you to take a moment to hear something very important that your heart needs to hear. I'm never far away from you. I'm not too far away or impossible to reach. I'm actually closer to you than the next breath you take and the beat of your heart. Every fear that's been weighing you down in the background. Each and every thought that has kept you up at night when everyone else is asleep. I see everything. I've been through nights full of questions and times of fear and doubt. From the bottom of my heart, I want to reassure you that a huge change is coming. The rainy, long season you've been going through is about to end and be replaced by something new and beautiful. There are things that you shouldn't have had to carry by yourself. Those feelings of not being good enough. That voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough. Those times when you question whether your life is really worth living. You no longer have to carry those loads. Something wonderful has been carefully planned for your life. Something you might not have seen when you were having a hard time. The hard times you went through, the times it felt like torture, were not meant to break you. You were being shaped and molded instead. Every hard time has been part of a bigger plan to make you stronger, give you courage where you didn't think you had any, and make your heart more compassionate. You're not behind schedule in life. You are not missing out on gifts that other people seem to already have. Your trip is perfectly timed and planned with divine accuracy. It works out the way I planned. Those delays and detours you've been on were never failures. They were meant to keep you safe. I shut some doors for you, not as a punishment, but to keep you from going down paths that would take you away from the path I carefully planned for you. Now I want you to let go of the stress you've been putting on yourself. Don't try to rush the seasons or force doors to open. Don't use comparisons to figure out how good you are or how far you've come. Your road is totally unique, perfectly shaped, and just right for you. You have gifts, skills, and qualities that the world needs badly, which I put inside you. Some of them you already know. Others are still hidden, waiting for the right time to come out. Believe in me. I will make sure that your gifts have the best chances to grow and bloom. You don't have to work hard or fight to show how valuable you are. You will be in the right place at the right time with the right people because I will put you there. Anxiety, which has been an unwanted friend who whispered doubts and fears, is starting to let go. You were made to shine my light into the dark world. With your help, my truth gets to people who need it. When you press super thanks, I promise you that I will keep my word. I'm changing the chaos with a peace that is stronger than any problem or situation. This peace will last. Even when storms are going on around you, it won't move. It comes from who I am, not from what happens to you. You have looked for acceptance from other people, the cheers of the crowd, and the short-lived attention of the world in many places. But even if those things make you feel good sometimes, they can't fill the void in your soul. I'm the only one who can. And I want you to be sure you know this to be true. You have my full, unwavering, and unconditional support. Simply because you are who you are, I am proud of you. Not because of what you have done or accomplished. You are my beloved creation, made with care and love. I care deeply about every little thing about you, every skill you have, and every dream you have. The mistakes you made in the past don't have to shape your future. I already forgive you for the things you can't forgive about yourself. Those mistakes that come back to you when you're alone. The words you wish you could change. The choices you'd make differently if you could. Let them go to me. They can't change the beautiful story I'm still writing with your life. I'd like to show you a new way to live. A life that is never rushed or stressed, but is full of presence, trust, and peace. Learn to enjoy each moment instead of rushing from one thing to the next. Don't worry about tomorrow all the time. Instead, focus on today. Don't hold on tight to every event. Give those outcomes to me. Don't let this make you timid or stop going after your dreams. You can work toward your goals while feeling calm and sure because you can trust me with the time, the details, and the results. Things are about to change in your relationships. Some links that have been hard and draining will start to get better in ways you didn't expect. Others that have done their job will slowly go away. You will also meet new, exciting people who are a good fit for the person you are becoming. Hold on to what is ending, but don't be afraid of what is starting. I'm showing you how to deeply love other people without losing yourself. You can be giving and kind without running out of money or being abused. You used to worry about what would happen tomorrow, but now I want you to rest in this. I already hold tomorrow. I went ahead of you to clear the way. I've been down every road you will take. Any problem you might have, I've already solved it. Everything you don't know makes you nervous. I already know. You don't have to guess what will happen next. You can trust me because I am the beginning and the end. I am in charge of time, and I have you in my heart. I don't have any doubts about anything in your life. What you might see as questions are already solutions in my plan. This is what I promise. There will be no silence or shame at the end of your story. Your story will shine like a light, and it will bring many people to me. You thought those fights would destroy you, but they will show you how loyal I am. It will be easier for people to understand that I heal, repair, and lift up those who trust me if they see your scars. The people around you will ask how you made it through and are standing here today with strength and joy, and you will say, "It was the Lord." I will be a part of your life. That's why I picked you. The reason I let you walk this way. So that other people can see how great I am through you. Type Amen to get a blessing today, and please share this word to help other people get better.